Hey guys, so this week's video is the final video in the series for preparing for bariatric surgery. Woohoo! Yeah, this series was longer than I expected, but this final video is going to cover sleep and how it is important in bariatric surgery preparations. Sleep is incredibly important for any big changes in your life, but how is it important in bariatric surgery? Let's talk about it. So let's start with the why. Obviously, it's important to get a good night's sleep before any big surgery, but why is it even more important for bariatric surgery? Well, getting your body used to a healthy sleep schedule before your bariatric surgery is going to give you multiple advantages. For one, this will actually help you increase your weight loss before surgery, and then keeping those healthy sleeping habits are going to help you A, recover faster from your surgery, and B, lose weight faster after your surgery. But how? According to the Sleep Foundation, there are actually a few different ways that making your sleeping habits healthier will increase your ability to lose weight. Better sleep helps you in avoiding an increase in appetite and cravings, as well as decreasing risks of metabolic dysregulation and other health problems related to weight gain. Also, healthy sleeping practices can increase your energy levels, which can then be used for physical activity and will help combat any post-surgery energy issues. So now that we've established why it's important and how it helps, let's talk about how to improve your sleep. I do have 5 tips that I actually posted in a short few days ago, but I wanted to go in a little bit more detail and slowly go through those tips because you only have 60 seconds in a short, but before I go into these tips, keep in mind that they will only do so much by themselves. If you still have trouble getting sleep after you implement all these tips, then it's probably time to get your primary care physician involved and maybe even your psychiatrist if you have one. This way you can rule out the possibility of medical issues that actually need intervention, such as sleep apnea, insomnia, and other sleep disorders. Okay, moving on to the 5 tips. My first tip is to limit your screen time, especially before bed. You should really be shutting your screens off 2 hours before bed, but I know that's an awful practice for some people, myself included. So if you're like me and you just can't handle turning off your phone or your computer or your laptop 2 hours before bed and then not looking at it again until the next morning, then I would suggest implementing some kind of app or setting on your phone, tablet, or computer that will allow it to filter blue light and replace that with orange light. Blue light can actually trick your brain into being more awake, and orange light is more calming. So there you go. Second, you need to try to set a consistent sleeping schedule. I know life can get in the way, but prioritizing going to sleep and waking up on time is going to really be beneficial. Note, when I'm saying go to bed at the same time, it doesn't have to be like 8 o'clock on the dot. You have a good hour of leeway. So for example, say I'm gonna go to bed at 10 p.m. and get up at 7 a.m. If that's my sleeping schedule on a regular week, I can choose a couple of days during that week to stay up like an hour later and go to bed at 11 p.m. and wake up at 8 a.m. Or I could even go to bed earlier and say I'm going to bed at 9 p.m. one night and getting up at 6 a.m. So as long as you're getting your 6 to 9 hours of sleep and staying within that 2-hour window, you should be okay on this. Doing this is going to regulate your circadian rhythm, which is going to help your brain recognize when it's time to go to bed and when it's time to wake up. So eventually you may not even need an alarm anymore. Third, you want to trick your brain even further by making your sleeping area as comfortable and quiet and dark as possible. Also, you want to avoid keeping anything related to school or work or your daily responsibilities outside of your room, because just seeing these is going to set your brain off and you're going to be focusing on that reminder, and it's just going to wake you up more. Number 4, go for a casual 10-minute walk before bed. Walking can help to regulate your breathing, calm your mind, and even help tire you out just enough to get some good shut-eye. Just remember to stay safe. If you cannot safely walk your neighborhood at night, which I would not recommend doing anyway, you could simply find a nice open area inside your home and walk back and forth for 10 minutes. Do not put yourself at risk. Okay, number 5, and the last one, establish a relaxing bedtime routine. This can be anything you want it to be as long as it helps you get in the right mindset of getting some rest. Perhaps you could even start it off by turning off all your screens and then spending the next 2 hours practicing self-care in a calming fashion. I know for me, I really like shutting my screen off and then spending the next 2 hours maybe doing a little tidying around the house. I might wash my face and do some moisturizing, and it helps a lot. I hope this all helps you in your pursuit of getting better sleep in order to better prepare yourself for bariatric surgery and the process of losing weight after said surgery. And like I said, this is the final video for the bariatric surgery preparations series, so I'm actually going to be doing something new next week. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching and have a good week. See you next time.